What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another day trading video lesson. I just want to give out this quick update to you guys regarding the best possible move tomorrow. This is the move that I'm watching. This is the move that all of my chat room is watching, and this is a move that a lot of traders in general are watching. LFIN had a monstrous move today, up 60% or so. Just a massive short squeeze. All the shorts on Twitter, all the shorts on StockTwits are yelling that this needs to go to zero, that it's a worthless company, and you know, I agree with them. This company is worthless, but the thing is that I don't care about the company. I care about the chart and I care about the ticker, and the ticker and chart right now says that this is absolutely primed to have a short squeeze. So the CEO of LFIN went on CNBC yesterday and was having like a battle with the panelists, and he held up pretty well. You can look up the video of that. I'll post a link in the comments. But in the video, he says that there's an average of $1.4 billion worth of people who are short this stock at an average of right here, right on this horizontal line in the low $40 range. That's an absolutely massive amount of people short. And now just imagine that we have this stock break over that level. That means that an average of most people are going to be underwater at that level. So you can expect a monstrous move, and it's not really unlikely for this to happen because this stock has a history of going to $150 almost in 2 days. And one thing that I want to note about this is that if we look at the day that was prior to this massive short squeeze, look how much volume it had. Just around the exact same amount of volume that we had today, and look at the range. It went from the 9s, hit a high of just around 25, right? If you look at today's price action, almost the same exact volume, almost the same exact range. This one went from the low 11s, hit a high of $22.50. So it's a pretty similar range. And if you look at the intraday chart, they also look very similar. Now, because this happened back in December, I'm not able to look at the intraday chart. I did have one earlier today that I found on Twitter, but I didn't save it, and I tried to go look back for it before this video, and I couldn't find it. But essentially what we have on the intraday chart, if we pull up the 15-minute time frame, you can see that there's a very nice flag forming here. We have held above VWAP the entire time. We're testing it right now after hours. This was a small sell of like 2,000 shares, basically meaningless, and we are making this massive pattern here. If you look at the 30-minute, same thing, massive pullback pattern. It's still above VWAP. It's, you know, it's still considered bullish. Now if we can break over this trend line, we could see a squeeze up towards high of day, and if you break over high of day, that means everyone who took a short position yesterday is now underwater, causing a further short squeeze, causing more people to buy, chasing the stock, causing further short squeeze, and it just snowballs from there. So I want everyone to be watching this stock tomorrow. I'm not saying buy it right at the open. You still have to play it very safe, and you have to buy at the right points. And if you don't know what those points are, you can look into my over 100 deal lessons now on YouTube for free, or you can also join my Penny Stock Mastery mentorship course, and you can watch me trade live on my Trade by the Platinum live streams, where I'm definitely going to be watching this stock tomorrow in the morning and trading it live, mainly granted that we get the correct volume in the correct direction. So this is the #1 play that I'm watching for tomorrow, hoping to see another squeeze up. Now, I was playing this today. I was playing it on the way up. I made around $500 trading this throughout the day. And I also traded in the morning on DLPN. So DLPN was another massive run in the morning, but then all day it sold off. And the reason why we bought DLPN, it was on the watch list this morning. I was watching it in pre-market with my chat room, and I got long on DLPN over the break over $4.50. So it was a pretty easy buy. Right here's where I bought 1,000 shares only, unfortunately, because my hotkeys weren't set up correctly, and I sold into the move above $5. Made a nice 300 bucks there. And then I was watching this again later in the day, but it pulled back way too hard and it wasn't able to hold VWAP, so it was ultimately bearish on the day and it sold off all day. We also had a couple nice plays running up midday. One was NETE. NETE, we traded this midday, had a very nice U-shaped breakout of the high of day here. So I went long at 920. I bought 1,000 shares of that, and I sold into the move over 950. Not the largest profits, but I was able to lock in some nice gains. So now, all in all, I'm up just around $800 on the day. I took a couple losses when I was trading LFIN as well. Just some small losses when I was trying to scalp it. But overall, very nice green day. Hopefully we're going to have this continued momentum going into tomorrow. And if we have the right play on LFIN, I'm going to use some pretty big size and hold for a pretty massive move. Mainly because this does have the potential of running up a ton. You can see, you know, this morning it had an awesome flag form on the 5-minute. I was unfortunately out of the office when this happened. I was driving my girlfriend to the airport, and when I came back into the office, I believe the stock was right here, and at that point I didn't want to buy it. But yeah, very strong move after this wedge break. You could have went long. You would say that the best area to go long after seeing this wedge break is the break over the $0.50. This means that the breakout is confirmed, because you can see when this was consolidating, we were having resistance at that $0.50 mark. So you buy the break over the $0.50, you hold until the high of day break, you can take some partial profits there, and then hold the rest on for the way on up. So very strong move today on LFIN. I'm not saying that, you know, long term this is a good company, because it's not. I do believe that over time this is gonna no longer be a stock that's traded on the NASDAQ. It's probably going to be unlisted in the future, but that doesn't mean that in the short term it can't do a massive short squeeze. It has done it before, so you have to study the past, be prepared for the future, and we'll see how this goes tomorrow. So if you do plan on trading it, just make sure that you do your research on it and you buy based on the plan that you formulated. Don't buy something just because someone else is buying it. Like I said, I'm not just telling you to buy the stock right at market open, because it could very well drop at market open easily. This has a very low float and has very wild swings. If you're a beginner trader, you might not be able to handle the volatility. You have to be very willing to not hold on to your shares, and you take the small loss when it goes against you, because if you don't, like it did here on this candle, it could drop from the 21s all the way down to the 18s in 5 minutes, which is a massive drop of 12%. And if you don't cut that loss and you hold in hope, you're going to be very red on your position. So be smart when you're trading this, but at the same time, be sure to recognize the potential that this chart pattern has, because it definitely does have potential. So the stocks I'm going to be watching tomorrow, you know, right now at this time, is definitely this one, LFIN. I'm going to be watching NETE, I'm gonna be watching DLPN for continuation. That probably won't happen though because it's sold off so much. So yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription. I am restarting the $25 giveaway, so make sure you you comment down below with a question, and I will pick a random comment in the next video, and you will win $25. So good luck on that. Make sure you post your comment down below. Make sure you share this video on Facebook, on Twitter. Let your trader friends know that LFIN is the stock to watch, and hopefully we can see a nice short squeeze tomorrow. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's market recap.